Greetings, Southern Cameroonians. Greetings, Ambazonian. This is King H. The fight for our country continues. The fight to restore our nation, Southern Cameroon, Ambazonia, continues. And if we're gonna achieve this fight, if we're gonna win it, we'll have to speak the truth. Nothing but the absolute truth. I gotta say, the person that actually stands out as a true leader among our leaders, as a true revolutionary speaker among all our leaders, from Sako's Samuel Sako to Herbert to Ayaba and the rest of those so-called leaders who have their groups and surrogates. The person that actually stands out as a true revolutionary leader, who is looking out for all 8 million Ambazonians, not just themselves and their surrogates, is not other than the great activist, Tataw. Some people might not like him, some people might like him, but the fact is he speaks the truth and nothing but the truth for all the 8 millions of Southern Cameroons of Ambazonia. But these are so-called leaders who are not taking pictures to show that they're united. We're not actually doing the work. We're not actually being really involved and speaking the truth for the 8 million people who are only using their surrogates to speak for them. As a matter of fact, Don Dicker did a cartoon about an hour ago, where under that cartoon he said, "I am sick and tired of all you guys not knowing who the real enemy is. This struggle is about 8 million Ambazonians and not about the egos of particular leaders." As a matter of fact, you could see the pictures of those leaders, the cartoon that he did of those leaders, and you could see Sako, Herbert, Ayaba, and the rest of those so-called leaders. Those people are not really speaking the truth for 8 million people. They are allowing their surrogate to speak for them, and their surrogate is only creating bad infighting with people who are actually speaking the truth, who are actually speaking the truth for the 8 million people of Southern Cameroonians. Now, I'm not saying that those leaders are not doing anything, but the fact is that they are all concerned about power. Number one, Southern Cameroonians, we have not actually gained our independence. We have been freed mentally. Mentally, we are free. We think and know that we are Ambazonians. But physically, we don't control our land. But the fact is the enemy does not actually control our land because we've made it difficult for them to do so. And the people who have done that are the soldiers who are fighting, who are dying. The people who are fighting and dying, who are not these leaders, who are not Samuel Sako, who are not Herbert. They are not facing the real heat on the ground. The people are. So this revolution is about the 8 million, not about these leaders and trying to put a front that they're actually united. Meanwhile, they're not actually united. And as I was saying, we have not yet have complete control over our territory, over Southern Cameroon, over Ambazonia. The forces of La Republic are still present in our land as we speak, which means that in order for us to do this, the Switzerland dialogue is not the way forward. In order for us to determine how the dialoguing of our independence will be obtained, we will absolutely have to arm our soldiers with the best weapons that they need, the best protection that they need, so that they could fight this war. Military might will speak strongly, boldly about how we're going to dialogue. military prowess, how powerful our military, our defense forces, will determine how we dialogue our independence. And if we don't support our military financially and with everything that they need to fight this war, taking pictures with other leaders showing that, oh, you are united, we are standing united, will do nothing at all, absolutely nothing. The spirit to free our homeland, Southern Cameroon, Ambazonia, is on the highest level. This is the moment. This is the time for us to actually take it boldly, without any fear. Life, Sun Tzu said, is war. And we are fighting a war for independence, Southern Cameroons. So we need our best effort. Provide the military with what they need. That is the number one thing we Southern Cameroons, the diasporan Ambazonian community must do, and which is an idea brought up by Eric Tataw, the creation of DARK, where 10,000 people, you're not even needing all the 8 million people, just about 10,000 people supporting this idea financially to create a military that will be strong and support our refugees and our people that need help. That is the future. Southern Cameroonians, you shouldn't just let these so-called leaders who are only out for control, who are only out for power, who are not doing everything genuinely for the interests of the people of Southern Cameroon. Because when people are concentrating only about power, about being the leaders, rather than focusing on the duty that must be done, then you are not a leader. You're just a scam artist. That's all you are. So from Sarkozy to Samuel Sako to Bo Herbert to Ayaba, to all, if you're not necessarily doing what is needed for the 8 million people, then you're just wasting the lives of Southern Cameroon. So to move forward, Southern Cameroonians, listen to the great activist Tataw. He speaks the truth 100%, whether you like it or not. And he's about the revolution. He does it diplomatically as well as in a radical revolutionary ideology, a radical revolutionary philosophy. To win this war, Southern Cameroonians, Ambazonians, to win this war, we need a strong military, and DARK is the future that will enhance the possibility of winning this revolution and securing our independence, our sovereignty, Ambazonia. This is King Echu. I am out.